goodbye. I'm not sure what's really holding the cab on, to be completely honest. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. For me, it is definitely a great day because I get to work on the Silverado build for the first time. So many moons ago, I bought this truck and it pretty much has sat over winter. So the main thing today is we got to get the transmission out and get it to Dion. The transmission does not have third gear. Everything else works accordingly. I just, third gear does not exist. So we got to get that out and get it to Dion. He's gonna go through it all and get everything fixed and refresh everything. But first we need a few tools. So I got to run to Harbor Freight, get some super long extensions for the bell housing bolts, which I know my dad has some of this stuff, but I need to stock up my own tools so I don't got to depend on other people's tools, because I'm gonna need that stuff down the line. So I'll go ahead and get some of that stuff. I want to get some wire brushes to clean up the transmission because I'm sure it's greasy as hell. So we'll get it all cleaned up so I can get it to Dion and not have a mess in the shop. So let's get going.
Get rid of the blazer.
Well, I thought I'd pull up and get ready and beat everybody to the punch, but nobody has jumper cables, and then Allison shows up and apparently she has some.
You still show the back of my jeep. I still have the part that's still.
I definitely hear the Malibu. Chill.
Cables, and I got toe straps still for the blazer.
Oh, thanks for that. Cool. He really is.
Just every time I see him, the dogs are in the front seat. Malibu. It doesn't get much better than that, does it?
Let's see if we can electrocute ourselves today. Here's that. Cool.
Alright.
Let's see if we can blow ourselves up today. This is step one. I bought that a long time ago because I was going to detail the inside of this truck and I never did.
That's okay, you can do it now. Maybe we could have a detailing party. I'll detail my Jeep, you detail your
Well, this thing's actually not too bad. I just need to vacuum it. It's gonna need new carpet for sure, but
I'd clean out like the bench and stuff.
yeah, I'll get there. Trust me, the interior of this thing is the last thing on my list. There's so many other things that need done.
Well, I'll do it. I like detailing interiors. I know that sounds weird considering the state of my Jeep, but I actually enjoy it.
See if she'll fire up. Nah, let it charge for a minute. It's better than nothing. I tried it the other day and it didn't do anything, so
Yeah,
it's charging.
It'll get there.
It'll get there when it has time.
I like this.
I know. So there's a lot of controversy with, I think this is the last year for flat dashes. It's a 93. I love the flat dash. It's kind of like my brother's orange truck, if you remember. And then there's like the Suburban has like the newer round dash. I like the flat dashes better. I think they look kind of vintage or not vintage,
love it.
but
I think it's, I don't know. It's like, it's how I imagine people in the 80s thinking like the future looks.
right?
Computers everywhere.
Yeah. It's like they were trying to make it look modern in the 80s and they just made it look like a...
And now looking back,
yeah.
I love it though. It's cool. I guess it's so much better than your Blazer.
Thank you. I know this. All right, try it again. All right, maybe not. Try and speed up this process a little bit. I think we're good. Runs pretty good. I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it.
Ain't got no gas.
You want to test drive it so I can show everybody what's wrong with the transmission?
Sure. You drive it. I thought you meant you drive it.
Well, you're already in the driver's seat, so
Well,
what?
it's just gonna slide over. More interior problems. We're gonna fix it this time. Don't just wait like your Blazer and rip the entire.
I'll fix it. I'm gonna treat it. This thing deserves to be treated nicely. My Blazer doesn't.
Yeah, back.
Put her in drive.
Let's see. Okay. Guess we're ready. Whoa. Oh, this is cool. Are you sure you want this? Because I'll take it.
Look, I got a little stereo too.
Hey, that's really similar to the one we have in our green Jeep.
Good my way.
I could be wrong, but you might need some brake fluid in this bad boy.
Probably do. There's second. And goodbye. Nothing. Yeah. See if it's got reverse. You might not have to.
Oh.
There you go. It's got reverse.
Yeah, it does.
This 305 has got to go. It won't even move out of its own way.
I know. I wasn't realizing that.
You get behind you. And goodbye. Let's see if we can bully some people today. Hi puppies! Hi scrappers! Hi Scrappy Doo! Hi, I missed you.
Thomas! Uh-oh. I'm getting schooled today.
You're getting schooled?
I'm in class.
What's going on?
I'm in class. I'm learning about ignition timing.
Oh!
Oh.
Well,
Professor Jefferson is in session.
Chevy.
Yeah, get some WD-40 on that. Alrighty. So this is kind of exciting because I don't remember if we actually put this thing up on the lift the first night we got it. But even if we did, I don't remember. But I'm sure we're gonna learn some questionable things about this truck.
I just sit silent behind the camera and let it unfold.
The blue jewel. Oh, the cardinal sin. You didn't let it run long enough.
I took it down the road.
You did?
We did. Maybe the battery needs to be replaced.
You don't need a new battery.
He has to be on to take it out.
Yeah. Put her in neutral. Really? That's good there.
This wouldn't be a Gen 2 garage video without a little bit of Jeff here. So I got my DeWalt socket set.
Well, tell me when, Kenny Powers. What's on the agenda for today?
Well, we're gonna get the transmission out and clean it up for Dion. I brought some purple power so we can not give him a mess.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. So we'll clean it up and give it to him.
We got her figured out now, yeah.
This rusty on the lift in a while.
It has been a minute since we had something this dirty and rusty on the lift.
Don't worry, I stocked up on PC Blaster.
He's been working with Java.
Apparently.
It's got a new starter on it. Around here, what we do is we just get a bigger wrench, yeah. Or a bigger hammer.
These metric. Are they?
I think she's got one of them posi units in her. Yeah.
Doesn't quite feel right either.
Yeah. She'll do a good burnout.
It's really tricky with like rusty nuts and bolts because you don't know if it's a little rust shaved off.
We just don't know
What it is.
what it is. So here's what we do. No, not the heavy bolt. There you go. Right there. Keep that up nice and hot. We'll let Tigger get on there with his big old ratchet. Let's see if he can knock it loose. You want to heat it back here where the threads are. That's where you're wanting to get the heat on her there. Just put a little heat on her there. People aren't going to want to know, they're not going to understand why all of a sudden your dad's spinning wrenches. Because I don't do anything. I do nothing. I don't know how to turn wrenches. All right, King Powers, heat the other side. I'll let Tigro handle that side. I got a little experience working on the rusty junk, yeah.
Can we pull the pan?
Well, when you pull the pan, it's full of fluid.
Right.
So, we got all that floor dry. Well, we're going to use some floor dry today. I can just about bet. I mean, what I usually do, because I don't care, because I would never use a stock pan, is I just drill a hole in it and drain it. But it's never going to quit draining. Like the whole time you're working on it, it's probably best just to go ahead and pull it out of the truck with a pan on it. And then once we get it out, we'll drop the converter out. That's going to spill some fluid, hopefully into this. And then what we'll do is we'll stand it up in a 5-gallon bucket and drain the fluid out the tail housing.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I don't care. I'll get a different transmission pan.
Well, I know, but here's the thing. If we drill a hole in it, it's going to leak from that point on. It's never going to stop.
And that's where it's got to sit.
And that's where it's got to sit. So I would just leave the pan on it and just try to be careful when you get it down. Pull the converter out above this. And then what we'll do is we'll get a 5-gallon bucket and just stand it on its tail in the bucket and let it drain out the tail housing. What you got there is a 700R4, son. This has a TV cable, a throttle valve cable. A 4L60E does not have a TV cable. They're electronically controlled. This one here don't need a computer, boy. So this is indeed a 700R4. The throttle valve controls your shift firmness and your shift points based on throttle position via a cable. A 4L60 takes care of that electronically through a throttle position sensor. Now we ain't got one on a here, boy. This is a good one, son. They don't make them like that no more.
Sounds like we better do a crank bolt deal.
Watch your face.
Yeah. Okay, right?
Yep.
Not that one.
Somebody's patched the fuel lines and the brake lines.
You've got mail.
If that thing slips, you're gonna tear your knuckles in that thing.
Isn't quite the greatest pry bar.
Get some pressure on it. There you go. Oh, take it down. Take it down some. There you go. Give her hell.
Oh my god.
Did it break it?
Right.
No. It slipped off.
No.
But I think it was loosening.
It looked like it was.
Oh, yeah, we loosened it, I think.
Did you strip it? Aha.
I don't think your Dakota was this hard to get rusty stuff off. It wasn't that bad.
3/4 wrench.
Charge that battery up a little extra.
We got up to 3 broken tools with my Dakota.
We broke 3 tools.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna go get subs. Jersey Mike's is a calling.
Hey.
I'll be back here in a little bit.
Alright.
Alright.
Stay, girls. Stay. 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 Stay.
She doesn't know what stay means. God bless her heart. Aww. Your papa leave you? Your papa leave you? Oh, you're nice to me now because he's gone. How's it going? How's your head?
Not okay. I'm just realizing what I'm getting myself into.
It's just clicking?
Yeah, a little bit. We're getting the bell housing bolts.
Yeah, we're going to get those. Actually,
Should probably go ahead and get the transmission jack under it.
get the lines off of it before you get the jack in the way.
Okay. What all lines are there?
These two up here. Hey. I still got that TV too. 10mm.
Look at that truck. That is so cool. I love that thing.
Aww.
Yep. It's getting wet. Got it.
Oh, so close. I think the other side came off. It did. There she is.
There she is.
She's free.
What a piece. Wow, the firewall and the floors are actually pretty decent. They just need completely degreased, but there's no rust.
We're gonna take it off the stand and get it out of here. Yep. Oh, hang on.
It's not that bad.
Blood red.
Better than brown.
Well, you haven't broke anything yet.
We cut the transmission.
I see you did.
But they need replaced anyways because they're rusted through almost.
They are.
Yeah, towards the front. Now, Scrap, this is not a squirt bottle for you.
And you didn't even break the TV cable. It's a miracle.
I gotta give credit to Kenny for that one. This is not for you guys. They usually, we have a squirt bottle when they start to fight. We squirt them and they stop fighting. Well, this is not the same bottle.
She wants it so bad.
She really does. I think they are skeptical. They definitely smell it, but they're not allowed to have this by any means. Hey, no, hey, idiots! They're so dumb. Why are dogs so dumb?
She's thinking about it.
She is. See the gears
She's
turning
like, I'll
in her
just
head.
come over this way.
Dogs.
So what are we doing here, Tommy?
Well, we got our Harbor Freight scrub brushes. We got our Purple Power. We let the transmission soak a little bit to try and get some of this grease off. And we're just gonna sit here and scrub until I can't scrub anymore because it's gonna take that much. There's a lot of grease on this thing. The truck has 191,000 miles. So it would appear, I think this transmission's been out before because all of the bell housing bolts were mismatched. So I don't know if somebody has already serviced this one, but it's definitely been out before, so, but I don't know. We're just gonna try and get this cleaned up the best we can.
Give it.
Chevy's about to, whoa. Oh.
Ooh.
Ugh. There we go. That looks alright. Oh yeah.
Don't do it, Chevy.
See if that was gonna help any of it. So it's making pretty good.
Kenny tips. I never thought of that.
It's a really obvious thing to do, but I didn't either.
Was it a Dion's?
Thomas, you have done a fine job today.
So,
Outside of cutting those transmission cooler lines, I think what you've done today is tip top.
they had to be replaced anyways.
I got $20 that says they end up with pieces of hose that long and hose clamps when it goes back together.
Why is it so hard to get transmission cooler lines? Am I missing something?
Those were the factory ones that are pre-bent.
So
They fit perfect.
we'll just detach them and bend them to use the old ones as a template.
Okay.
I mean, how hard could it be?
Oh, it can't be.
So what we've discovered today is this is not, this is a project. This is not a, well, we'll fix the transmission and have a new daily driver. We've got a lot of issues, like I already showed the cab mounts. It's just not, it's probably worse than my Blazer. Hit a bump and the cab comes flying off. But I think I'm gonna cut this exhaust off. You have a catalytic converter right above your head. Those go for a few $100, and I could use a few $100 right now. That could pay for my transmission rebuild, quite honestly, if it's a few $100. So, what? What? Why?
Nothing.
Okay. I don't know why you're looking at me like that. He's always skeptical. He's always skeptical. And he's always
What?
scheming.
No. Scheming?
So we'll cut the exhaust off. That renders the 305 useless, which means I'm definitely not dailying it because it's going to sound like Kenny's S10 over there.
It would sound better than Kenny's S10 right now, but go ahead.
And then we'll get the transmission to Dion. And then, oh, here we go. Okay, so let's come over here real quick. So I know I put up a poll on our YouTube. People are going to be quite disappointed, I'm sure. But I'm not building an LS because this is a budget build. Not everybody has a dab with 5,000 small blocks just sitting around, because we've blown up so many. When you blow one up,
That's not.
it goes in the
No.
backyard and it
Your
plants two more.
brother has blown up. Your brother.
Yeah, but when you blow one up and it goes to the scrap pile, it grows two more.
Is that what happens?
That's what happens. And if it's an LS, it grows three more.
Well, no, I don't want to
Just
plant any of
everywhere.
those.
But yeah, so we have this 385 right here. It's a long story where it came from, but it's just been sitting here for a few months and it's taking up space, to be completely honest. So it's in good shape, appearingly, but we'll, Dad and I will take it apart and check the bearings and make sure it's good to go before we start building it. But we'll throw a little engine together and have a good sounding small block for our truck here. I've always wanted to build a 383 stroker, but this will be a 385 because it's 40 over.
40 over instead of 30.
Yeah, so it's a 40 over 383.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be interesting. We've never built one of these, so not much different, but
I was gonna ask, have you?
But go ahead.
I haven't built an engine, period.
Okay.
You can never tell what he's up to in his brain.
What? I'm just here for the fun, man. I don't
Me
care what
too.
we do. I don't care what you do. I'm in.
Okay. Now,
Whatever you want to do,
Okay, but
I'm
if
in.
I was building the LS, would you be in?
I'm in.
That was really
Just
hard.
a little bit less.
That was that was really hard for him to say. So yeah, it's like a $300 short block sitting there. So I think that's budget to me.
Did Kenny put that plate on?
I think I did.
No,
I did. I remember.
Did he?
I think I did.
So,
Kenny thing to do.
your mom has that white Suburban, and her Suburban had an engine that went down. Remember, the block was cracked,
Yeah.
but the heads are still good.
Aren't they just like stock 350 heads though?
They're Vortec heads.
What's that mean?
They're a really good truck head. They run really good down load, about 4,000, 4,500 RPM. Really good daily driver head. Make really good power. Good compression. They do really well on that. They run really well on that. For a very mild, I mean, I don't know what your plans are. Are we racing this thing, or are we just
like 400 horsepower
Oh.
and sound good?
okay? We can do that.
Perfect. That wasn't even. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so as you can see, we got our exhaust cut off. I'm gonna go ahead and try and get some money for that catalytic converter and clean up some of my messes in here. I lost about 10 pounds in rust, so I mean, that's cool. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoy finally getting this thing in the garage and us getting some work done on it. This is just the beginning, I mean, as you guys can see, so I'm excited. I can't wait to put together that engine and see what it sounds like, and we got a lot to do, but I'm ready to learn and get some shit done. So thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one.